have different kinds of matrix. So meron tayong row matrix, that's row and varying number of columns, no? So yan. So isang row lang siya. Kapag row matrix naman, varying number of rows and one, no? Yan. As the word imply, row, then column matrix. Okay? And then square matrix, so yung order ng matrix with the row columns. So equal dapat yung number ng rows and columns para tawagin na square matrix. Or typically na ma-encounter is 3 by 3 matrix. Okay? Identity matrix, M by M matrix, so it's a square matrix also. All of which entries are 0 apart from those on the main diagonal where they are all equal to 1. So, diagonal, ito, yan, diagonal. So, equal yan sa 1. Then, elements ay 0, no? So, ang tawag doon, identity matrix. Okay? So, dito sa matrix is madami ang ano, so, tayong mag-addition, subtraction, multiplication, di ba? So, review lang natin ng konti kung paano ba siya ginagawa. And then, para kapag may mga isosolve tayo, pwede natin siyang gawin sa Excel and then MATLAB. Okay? So, yung ginagawa dito, pwede din natin siyang implement through MATLAB. Okay? So, iba-iba lang ng methodology. So, as defined, so matrix sum of A, matrix A and B is obtained by adding the corresponding entries of A and B. So, ito yung definition. A plus B, IJ, is equal to AIJ plus BIJ. So, dapat yung matrix natin is same size para magawa natin, no? So, for example, meron tayong A is equal to 0. Ito yung given. Negative 3, B, 5, 2. Tapos, ito yung matrix B natin. So, kung i-add natin yan, so basically, we add same elements in the same position, no? So, sa first, second, third, fourth. So, A11, A12, A21, A22. Okay? So, ito, 0 plus 13, negative 3 plus 1, 5 plus negative 4, and then 2 plus 5. Okay? So, yan. Very basic. Okay pa? Madali pa naman, di ba? Review lang, no? So, since subtraction and addition is almost the same operation, so ganun lang din, no? So, AIJ minus BIJ lang, and then given this matrix, so ganun lang din yung gagawin natin. So, 4 minus negative 4. So, this example, 4 minus negative 4, negative, so 8. Negative 2 minus negative 2 plus negative 2 plus 2, so 0. 0 minus 2, negative 2. 9 minus negative, so that will be positive 9. 3, negative 3, 37 minus 6, 31. Okay? So, ayan. That's for subtraction. And then for matrix multiplication, please take note of this definition. Matrix product of A and B, A is of order M by N, and B is of order N by P, is obtained by the following prescription. Okay? So, makukuha natin yung product ng matrix A and B by having this summation. So, ano yung na-observe nyo pagdating naman kay multiplication? with this definition? Anyone? Okay. So, order, yung A, M by N, and then si B, N by P. So, dapat yung column ni A ay the same number sa magiging row ni B. Okay? So, considering this given, we have a 3 by 3 matrix where number of columns is 3 and the number of rows is 3 also. Okay? So, since parehas yung column ng A and then yung row ng B, so we can perform yung matrix multiplication. So, if it's not, hindi natin siya hindi magpo-proceed yung operation. Okay? Okay. So, paano ba ginagawa yung multiplication? So, considering this example, so yung first element, i-multiply siya gamit ito, yung first column. So, 1 times 3 plus negative 2, negative 2 times 1, 0 times negative 3. Okay? So, yun yung una. And then yung second, 8 times 3 plus ito, 8 times 3, 0 times 1, tapos 1 times negative 3. Okay? Tapos ito namang sunod, ganun ulit, negative 2 times negative 2 times 3, 4 times 1, 6 times negative 3. Okay? So, ganun din yung gagawin nyo dito sa sunod. Okay? So, after yung operation na yon, meron tayong sagot na to. Okay? So, meron ding tinatawag na scalar matrix multiplication. So, scalar, ibig sabihin, meron kang isang value na imumultiply mo sa buong matrix. Okay? So, let's say, 5 times matrix A. So, basically, yung 5, imumultiply mo lang siya sa lahat ng. Okay? Next, matrix transposition. So the transpose of A with the order of A, B, N, denoted by transpose A or sometimes AB, the matrix obtained by interchanging the rows and columns of A. So basically, pagbabaligtarin lang natin kung ano yung nasa column, nasa row, gagawin nating column. Okay? So, ito, as defined, so A transpose of IJ is equal to AJI. No? So, mababaliktad lang. So, for example, meron tayong matrix P with 2 rows and 3 columns. No? So, pag tinranspose natin yan, lahat ng nasa first row, magiging first column. So, 3, negative 7, and then 0. Second row, magiging second column. So, 5, 9, and then 46. So, even though we can do that, di ba? Pinakita ko yan sa inyo nung VLOOKUP. Tandaan nyo ba? So, ikakopy nyo lang and then paste, transpose. So, later, pakita ko ulit. So, basically, that's the operation ng transposition. Okay? Next, I'll go with the definition ng inverse matrix. Isang function lang. No? So, matrix of A is given by A raised to negative 1, or basically, this is over A, no? So this is equal to the adjoint or adjugate of A over the determinant of A. Okay? So, natin si adjoint, ito, equal siya kay transpose ng cofactor matrix. Okay? Si cofactor matrix naman, wait, nawala yung definition. Ayan, ito. Si cofactor matrix, equal naman siya dito. No? Negative 1 raised to I plus j m ano ba to? LJ, no? So basically si cofactor ito 'yan. Tama ba? Cofactor. Okay? So hindi naman tayo magma-manual ano na ngayon. Okay. Binabalikan lang natin yung definition. Wait lang. Check ko nga lang kung paano. Okay. So, basically, kung natatandaan nyo ba yung ano, kunyari, so simula dito, that's positive, positive, negative, positive, tapos negative, positive. So, basically, kay cofactor, ganito yung ginagawa natin. So, A, ito, kinukuha natin yung wala akong example dito eh. Pero just para ma-illustrate, no? So makukuha natin si cofactor by getting yung cofactor dito sa A11. Ito, iaano natin siya, ibablock natin siya. So para kay A11, wait lang. So magiging ano to? Yung cross multiplication. So E times I minus F times H. Naalala nyo? Diba? So, pag nakuha nyo yung value na yon, so yun yung para dito. No? So, pagdating naman sa sunod, hindi na ako masyado mag-focus kasi hindi naman natin gagawin. Pero para lang may ma-review. So, ito para kay B naman. So, ito, wala to. So, cross multiplication, D times I minus G times F. So, that will be the cofactor. Actually, minor pa yung tawag, no? Yun yung minor value. And then, pagdating kay cofactor, ita-times natin siya ng kung ano yung sign. Okay? So, that's the cofactor. Para makuha si adjugate, kukuhanin naman natin yung transpose niya. Okay? And then for the determinant naman, so for the determinant, so ito yung definition niya, n by n matrix. So it's dapat square matrix, no? So it's given by the Laplace expansion formula, yung element times yung cofactor. Okay? So for this example, ito, we have a 2 by 2 matrix. Since wala naman tayong, di na tayo magko-cofactor dito, diretso na. So cross multiplication, so AD minus BC. Okay? So yung value and then yung absolute value will be the determinant. Okay? And then for 3 by 3 naman, so ganun, ito, follow natin to. A times the cofactor. Okay? So EI minus FH minus B. So kaya siya naging minus B kasi nga gawa nung sa cofactor. Okay? So ito, positive, negative, positive. Okay? So negative B times DI minus FG plus C times DH minus EG. So yung value na makukuha natin, that will be the determinant. So to get the inverse ng matrix, so yung adjacent or adjugate matrix divided by yung determinant ng A. Okay? So yung mga concepts na diniscuss ko, may mga equivalent Excel functions yan. Okay? So una, yung mdeter, determ. So this returns the matrix determinants of an array. So at least na-review natin paano ba siya kinukuha manually, and then kay Excel may ganito na siyang function. So you just have to type mdeter and then you just need to select the array. Okay? And then next is mmult. This return the matrix product of two arrays. So the result in an array with the same number of rows as array 1 and the same number of columns as array 2. Okay? So you have to remember kung ano dapat yung magkaparehas. Okay? So dapat parehas ng yung column ng A ay dapat parehas sa row ng B. Okay? So para mag-proceed doon sa multiplication. So M inverse, this returns the inverse matrix for a matrix stored in an array. So M inverse, and then select lang yung array. Okay? So yung theoretical or yung concept niya, alam natin na that's adjugate of A divided by the determinant of A. Okay? And then transpose, this returns a vertical range of cell as horizontal range. So, kung ano yung nasa column, gagawin niyang row, and then vice versa. Okay? So, let's have an example. Ata nalagay. Okay. Copy ko lang yung given. One, negative 2. Okay. Kita niyo naman yung screen ko, no? Yung Excel.
Yes po, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So, for this given, we're going to perform yung multiplication, no? So, as definition, dapat m by n and then n by p. So, the number of columns, 3 columns, ay the same sa number ng rows nung second. No? So, we have a 3 column, 3 row. So, pwede to. Multiplication, m mult, select yung array 1, comma, array 2. Okay? So, yan. Yung magiging output niya is yun, matrix din. Okay? So, again, similar dun sa mga error before, if yung output niya is a matrix, tapos yan, kita nyo na ganyan, dapat hindi obstructed yung mga cells. Kasi kapag ka-obstructed yan, magiging spill yung error. Okay? Naintindihan ba? Try nga nating pagbaliktarin. Yan. So, if hindi ma-comply, if hindi ma-satisfy yung definition ng operation, hindi magpo-proceed yung pagmamultiply. Just like this one. Pinagbaliktad lang natin siya. Kasi, this is now 3 by 2 and then 3 by 3. So, yung column nung una is hindi the same sa row ng pangalawa. Okay? Kaya error yan. Next. Given this matrix, we now get yung determinant, transpose, and then inverse. Sorry, inverse. Or ito na lang para hindi na ako mag-type. M determ. Ito. So that's 96. So try nga natin i-calculate. So 1 times 0 times 6 minus 1 times 4. Nakaka-follow ba? So minus negative 2. So plus na siya. 2 8 times 6. 8 times 6 minus 1 times negative 2. So, gawin ko na itong plus. 1 times 2. And then, plus 0 times yung kung ano man, 0 din. Tama, no? So, nakuha natin yung same value. Naka-follow ba lahat? Follow naman. So, para lang maintindihan nyo na kung ano man yung ginagawa ni Excel, naka-base lang din siya. So, kung ano yung, kumbaga, yung theoretical definition niya. Na? Sa mga theorems, definitions. Okay? Next, determinant, transpose. So, equals transpose. Array. Yan. So, itong 1, negative 2, 0 na initially nasa row 1, column 1 na siya. So, 1, 2, 3. So, as mentioned, hindi lang naman matrix or columns yung inaano niya, yung kayang i-transpose. Okay? Kahit ano pa yan. No? Equals transpose array. Okay? So, yan. And then last is yung determinant, inverse. M inverse. And then array. Yan. Okay? So, ito yung value ng M inverse. So, saan ba natin magagamit yung M-inverse? So, later, magagamit natin yan sa systems of linear equation. Any question? Okay naman. Madali lang, diga? Okay. Next. So, punta tayo sa systems of linear equation. Okay? So, this is defined as it consists of two or more linear equations made up of two or more variables such that all equations in the systems are considered simultaneously or linear. Plus by plus c equals to 0. Okay? So linear, ibig sabihin, lahat ng variable natin is on the first power. No? So x raised to 1, di ba? Imaginary, no? Alam naman natin yan. So if meron kang mga variable na nagkaroon na ng mga second, third, ganyan, so hindi na siya linear. And hindi na magiging applicable yung matrix method. Okay? So saan ba yung may mga power? So kung matatandaan nyo, yung mga nonlinear equation, yung mga parabola, circle, ellipse. So yun yung mga nonlinear equation. Okay? So to find the unique solution to a system of linear equation, we must find a numerical value for each variable in the system that will satisfy all equation in the system at the same time. Okay? So basically, what yung gagawin natin is to find yung value ng x and y na magsasatisfy dun sa equation natin. Na applicable, let's say you have 3 equations. So kapag sinubstitute natin dun, makukuha natin yung mga sagot. Okay? So we have a lot of methods kung paano natin co-compute yung mga variables na yon. So graphical method, substitution, elimination, and then cross-multiplication method. Meron ding matrix method. Ginawa niyo na ba ito before manually? Hindi ko sure kung kino-compute ba siya manually before. Okay. But for our case ngayon, gagamitan natin siya ng Excel. Okay? So, ang focus natin ngayon is computation ng system of linear equation using yung matrix method. So, for the matrix method, it is defined as n by n, so meaning square matrix dapat tayo. Okay? So, kung hindi naman, let's say meron kang variable na xyz, tapos hindi lahat ng equation mo may xyz, so we will just represent it as 0 para ma-satisfy natin yung definition na x by n, n by n, no? Para maging square matrix siya. So we have this system of equation. It can be represented as ax is equal to b. Okay? So where A is our matrix, ito yung mga intercepts natin. And then X is yung unknown. Yung A is yung mga coefficients. X is the variable. And then B is the intercept. Okay? So this equation has a solution if A inverse exists. So the solution is obtained by calculating x is equal to A inverse of B. Okay? So parang algebra lang yan, no? So divide both sides by A, cancel dito, is equal to B over A. So para si A, mapunta sa taas. So A raised to negative 1. Okay? Tama? Naalala ba yung principle na yon? Algebra. Uy, guys. Tandaan niyo yan. Masyadong mabilis. Ayan. A, divide A, divide A, okay, cancel. So si A, may power yan ng 1. If dadalhin natin sa taas, gagawin lang nating negative. So kaya ito negative 1. Then B, since this is a matrix, so we can consider this as inverse of matrix. Okay? So we can perform yung function ng inverse. Okay? So let's have this example. So meron tayong 3 equations, 3 unknowns. For this case, hindi lahat merong tatlong variable, but that's fine. So gaya nga ng sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, ito for the second equation, wala siyang A. So i-represent lang natin siya as 0. Okay? So definition natin kanina, yung system of linear equation must be A equal to B. So yung A will be the coefficients, no? So we maintain na yung first column is for A variable, second B variable, and then third is yung C variable. So lagay lang natin dito lahat ng mga coefficients. So 2, 12, and then 4. Tapos, di ba, wala A. So gawin natin siyang 0. Tapos 3, and then 12. Okay? And then for the third equation, ito, 8, 6, and then 11. Okay, yan. So, and then yung x, ito yung tawag dito. Ito yung variables. So, ito, this is true naman pagdating sa operations ng matrix multiplication. So, di ba, i-multiply natin to, yung row will be multiplied by the column. So, A, 2 times A, 12 times B, and then 4 times C. Okay? So, kaya ganyan yung form niya. And then, equal kay B, okay lang natin to, 25, 9, and then 32. So, may mga instances wherein yung given, hindi ganung form. So, alam nyo naman yung gagawin doon. So, equate nyo na lang on the other side, yung intercept, para ma-follow yung form na to. Okay? So, as defined, para ma-solve natin yung matrix na ganito, x is equal to A inverse ng B. Okay? We can actually compute it with using nesting function, no? Or pwede din naman na magkahiwalay. Naalala nyo ba yung nesting function? Parang yung iba sa exam ay hindi, na? So, nesting, ibig sabihin, pwede tayong mag-calculate or pwede tayong maglagay ng function within a function kay Excel. Okay? So, pwedeng, let's say, yung function mo, if. Tapos sa loob ng if, lalagyan mo ng max or sum or sum product. Yung mga ganon. Diba? So, for this case, diba, ito, yung solution para makuha nating x is we have to multiply A inverse and then KB. So, ngayon, hindi naman directly natin nakukuha si inverse. May isa pang function. So, kuhanin muna natin si M inverse. Okay? So, sorry, hindi ko nakopya. Ito. Yan. So, 2, 12, 4, 0, 3, 12, 8, 6. 8, 6, 11. No? And then A, B, C equal to 25, 9, and then 32. Okay? So, wag muna tayo mag-nesting. Kuhanin muna natin yung inverse. So, equal M inverse nung array na to. Yan. So, meron na tayong inverse. So, as defined, para makuha yung solution is M inverse. Actually, we can do this times ito. Di pala. Wala natin pwede gawin. M multiply inverse and then yung array na to. Okay? So, this is equal to A, B, C already. No? So, if ipa-plug in natin tong value na to sa mga equations, makukuha na natin yung sagot. Okay? So, i-try din naman natin if magne-nesting tayo. So, the main operation is multiplication, right? So, mmult, yung first array is the inverse. Inverse, no? Inverse times yung intercept. Okay? So, yun. Nakuha natin yung same answer. Okay? Di ba? Madali lang pag nagne-nesting. Unless sabihin sa instruction pakita. Okay? So, paano natin ito ma-check? Okay? So, for the first equation, yung intercept natin is, ito, dito na lang tayo. Yung intercept natin is 25. So, basically, di ba ito, alam naman natin to na this is A, B, C. So, pwede na ito dito i-confirm. Equals ito times A. Lock natin to para madadrag natin later. Plus ito times B. Lock. Plus ito times C. Then lock again. So 25. So drag lang to. So yon. So ibig sabihin, ito yung solution nung equation natin. Naintindihan? Okay. So clear naman, no? I think review na lang din naman to. Okay? So hindi na ako magpakita ng ibang joke. Meron pala. Okay? Sige. Ano tayo ng isa pang example and then kayo nga yung mag-solve nito. Let's have this in chorus. Okay? So what will be the first equation? Michelle. What will be the first row ng matrix natin? Kita nyo ba yung Excel?
Yes po.
Okay. Nandyan ka ba, Michelle? Or hindi mo alam? Okay lang naman sabihin kung hindi alam. Anyone? Sige. John Christopher. And then yung next na nag-raise yung sunod. Sige. First row.
Sir. 1 po, negative
1.
2.
Negative 2. 3.
A po, tapos 9.
A and then 9. Okay. Next. Sige, go ahead.
Sir, ano po? Negative 1,
Yan lang,
3,
Negative 1, 3,
3, negative 1,
negative
B,
1,
saka po
B.
negative 6.
Negative 6. Correct. Thank you. Last row. Sige. Sino yun? Hindi ko makita. Ayan, sige. John Troy.
Sir, 2, negative
2,
5,
negative 5,
5, C po.
C.
Tapos po 17.
Tapos,
17 po.
17. Okay. Next step. So let's have it next step by step. So after ma-transpose natin siya to form AX equals to B, ano yung gagawin natin para makuha yung yung answer? Other than sa mga sumagot kanina, sino yung gusto sumagot? Wala? Sino yung pangalawang sumagot kanina? Di ba yung una si Christopher, pangatlo si Troy, Giancarlo. Okay. Dun sa practical makiki-private comment ng +3. Para mag-add na lang ako later. Okay? So 'di ba, as defined, the solution will be A inverse times B. So we get the inverse by using the function. Select natin to. So meron tayong inverse, no? And then we will be multiplying this with mul times ito multiply by ito. Yan. So the solution is 1, negative 1, and then C. Okay? So to validate whether this is correct, so substitute natin. Okay? So 1 times 1 plus negative 2 times B plus 3 times okay, so yan. So equal naman, no? So yung mga example natin, 3 by 3 yan. So later on, if you'll be given a higher order ng matrix, so it's just the same thing, no? Same process. Okay? Malinaw? Okay. So let's just have first a 5-minute break kung may magbabayo break. And then, after nun, proceed tayo sa next topic, which is goal seek. Be back at 4:14. Sige, go ahead.
Ano po sir, pag nag-try ko po siya sa Excel po, tapos pag yung lumalabas po na values, ano po, iisa sa single cell lang po. Paano po kaya yan?
Single cell lang?
Like, di po lumalabas yung buong inverse po ng tatlo.
Try mo nga Control Shift Enter. Same given ba yung ginamit mo?
Opo, sir.
Sige, can you share yung screen para
Try ko po. Sige po, sir.
mas makita.
Ito po, sir.
Sige. M inverse. Sige.
Like, yun lang po, isa lang po lumalabas na value.
Wait lang. I think... wait lang. Wait lang. Try ko lang.
Sige po, sir.
Hindi obstructed yung mo. Check mo nga yung format yan. Kasi sa akin, 3 yung lumabas eh.
Ano po, sir?
Try mo nga i-check yung format mo ng ilalim kasi hindi ba naka-white or naka-hide?
Paano po makita? Paano po lang?
Hindi, iset mo lang. Pero bakit nga ganyan? Hindi.
Kasi-
Sige, itapat mo nga lang dun sa 1.
Ito po.
1. I-double click mo nga. Tapos Control Shift.
Meron pa rin po. Control Shift Enter.
Ano pwedeng gawin? Emote inverse. Paano mo, wala bang naka-text dyan? Paano mo sinulat yung negative value?
Nilagay ko lang po, sir.
Try mo nga mag-open ng ibang. Try mo sa ibang file or hindi ko sure kung file issue ba siya. Sa akin kasi okay eh.
Kasi dun din po, yung isa rin po namin kaklase. Isa lang din daw po ang lumalabas.
Anong version ng Excel niya?
26 po akin.
2016. Sige, i-try mo nga i-type yung yung sa multiplication. Pero kapag inisa-isa, minalabas sa mga value?
Hindi ko pa na-try po.
Sige, try mo nga muna. Hiwalay yung M-inverse. Kuhanin mo ngayon, M-inverse.
Ay, yung po, hiniwalay po na M-inverse.
May value.
Yun din po. Isa lang din po lumabas.
Wait lang. I think compatibility issue to. M inverse.
-6. Oh,
Mm.
hindi.
Mhm. Sige, sige. Sige, para makita na din ng iba.
Alin po, sir?
Mag-select ka ng 3x3 array,
Kapa.
blank, dun sa blank.
Kita
Blank.
po ba?
Hindi. Blank cells lang.
Paano po i-show yung ano?
Hindi, dyan lang. Dyan lang sa ano. Sa ano mo. Mag-select ka dyan somewhere. Yan. 3x3, tas equal. Yan. M inverse. Select. Close parenthesis. Control-Shift-Enter.
Ay, control pa na. Try ka pala. Ay. Wait lang po.
Nag-okay ba sa'yo, Ann?
Yes.
So, compatibility issue nga siya.
Ano po, sir? Control-Shift-Enter?
Control-Shift-Enter.
Ayun.
Yun. Okay. Talino kasi ni ano eh. Ni Gemini. Okay? So, may compatibility issue pagdating kay M-inverse na formula. So, if yung Excel nyo is older versions, 2016, 2019, so ganun yung kailangan nating gawin. No? So, kailangan nyo munang iselect yung space kung saan lalabas si M-inverse. So, if yung size ng matrix nyo is 3x3, so you have to select first 3x3 na space. Okay? Tapos equal M inverse, tapos yun. So hindi tayo pwedeng mag-nesting kapag ganun yung older versions yung Excel niyo. Yung nesting, it well if yung version nyo is latest or meron kayong license nung Excel 365. So typically kasi enterprise to or yung sa mga corporate. So ayun. So gano'n na lang. Please take note yung process na ginawa natin. Yun.
Thank you po, sir.
Okay. Thank you for raising also yung question. Okay na. So I hope that's clear. And yun. Kasi syempre, may ganyan sa exam. Okay, so proceed na tayo sa next topic. Goal-seek. Okay, so for this slide, nakalagay ay... Share screen na lang ako. So for this slide, this is goal-seek and solver. Okay, so ngayong araw, goal-seek lang tayo. And then for the next Friday, discussion naman tayo ng solver. And then, so next Friday, solver. Tapos Sunday, activity. Okay? Tapos after no activity, mag-proceed na tayo. Okay? So, goal-seek is part of what-if analysis. No? So, si what-if analysis is a commonly used data analysis technique that allows you to test various scenarios and determine a range of possible outcomes. So, this let you see the impact of making a specific change without changing the real data. Okay? So, let's say you have a mathematical model and for example, yung sa ginawa nating nagpa-plot tayo using ano nga yun? Yung sa mga plot, di ba? Nagpa-plot tayo ng mga data, kinukuha natin yung relationship. And if we want to test yung scenario, let's say if ganito yung temperature, what will happen to yung density, yung ganyan. So yun, we can use goal-seek, no? So yun yung mga isa sa use or yung ginagawa sa what if analysis. Okay? So parang ano siya, trial and error. Okay? So this is useful or helpful in financial modeling, forecasting, and other business applications where backward calculations are required. So bakit backward calculation? Kasi initially, you already have your calculation and then based dun sa output mo, dun sa result na value, gusto mong makita ano ba yung magiging, ano ba yung mangyayari if in case na ganito yung variable ko, no? Kung itaas ko tong temperature, kung ibaba ko yung temperature, things like that. Okay? So si GoalSeek, this is a Excel what-if analysis tool that allows user to find the necessary input value in a formula to achieve a specific target output, no? So let's say gusto mong at the end of the year gusto mo 100,000 yung ipon mo, no? Tapos nasa ano ka na ngayon? Nasa ano na mga 'yan? Going April na, ganito pa lang yung ipon mo. So, kung gusto mong malaman how much more yung kailangan mong ipunin, so yun. Yung mga ganong scenario, pwede natin siyang i-calculate using GoalSeek. Okay? So, while other what-if analysis tool like data tables and scenario manager, so ito yung other what-if analysis tool, considered multiple variables. Dito kay GoalSeek, focus lang tayo on adjusting a single variable to meet a desired result. Okay? So, eto, please take note. We are adjusting a single variable to meet a desired result. Okay? So, sa paggamit kay GoalSeek, meron lang tayong 3 steps. Una, you have to set up your data. And then second, you run the GoalSeek and then you analyze the result. Okay? Example. So, not sure nakapag ano na ba kayo? Engineering economy.
Ngayon pong SEM, sir.
Ngayong SEM. Okay, sige. Let's have this example, no? Eco. Loan payment calculation. So, imagine you're planning to buy a house and want to determine the maximum loan amount with a monthly payment of $1,000. So based on your research on various banks, you have an interest rate and loan term in mind, but you need to figure out the loan principal to request. So you can use GoalSeek to solve this problem. No? So sabi dito, you have interest and loan term in mind. So you are seeking na yung interest rate is 5% lang and yung mabayaran years. Okay? Yung maximum loan amount mo, yung afford mo lang na monthly payment is 1,000. No? So, yun yung goal natin. If yung monthly payment mo is 1,073, yung loan amount is 200,000. Ano yung magiging loan amount ko if 1,000 lang si monthly payment? Okay? So, kay GoalSeek, di ba, una, you have to set up your data. So, iset up mo to, interest rate, loan, and then loan amount. So, di ba may formula may function dito si Excel para makuha yung monthly, ano ba itong PMT? Wait lang. Hindi ko maalala. PMT payment, loan, constant payment, and a constant interest. Wait lang. Ano ang term niya mismo? PMT. Yan lang. Gusto ko lang maalala yung pangalan ng function. Periodic payment. Payment to PMT. Anyway, so yun. So dito kay PMT function, you have to specify yung rate, yung ano ba to, total number of payments, loan. So since yung rate natin naka-annual, so gagawin nyo pa siyang monthly. And then yung number of payments nyo is naka 30 years, so ita-times nyo pa sa 12 para maging monthly. And then yung present value, so ito yung ano ba yan? Ayan. So si present value is ito. So ito yung ano natin, PMT interest rate, so A2 divided by 12, so that's the interest rate. Monthly interest rate, and then si terms 30 years, so times natin ng 12 para maging in terms ng months. And then si present value, negative nito kasi di ba kapag inano natin siya, nabayaran na natin, magiging negative yan. So ito yan, total. So yan. Wala. Ito yan. So ang gagawin dito, si goal-seek, may tatlo lang yan. May tatlong fields lang yan na kailangan nating i-set up. No? Una, si set cell, ito D2. Alin, para to sa kung saan tayo may target. No? Ano ba yung target? Alin yung i-modify ni alin yung i-manipulate ni Excel, no? Para match yung target value mo. So for this case, yung set cell natin is itong may formula. Typically may formula siya. Tapos ano ba yung value? 1,000, 'di ba? And then yung babaguhin niya is si C2 kasi gusto nating malaman ano ba yung loan amount na ano yung loan amount na makukuha natin if 1,000 lang yung monthly. Okay? Tapos after nyo ma-type yun, click OK lang and then may lalabas na result. Kaya yung last step is to analyze the result. So you have your target value of 1,000, no? Yan, target value and then si current value 1,000. Okay? So yan. With this result, yung amount nyo is 186 lang. 186,000. Okay? So yun. So basically, yun lang si goal-seek. Naintindihan? Naintindihan nyo? Okay. So I'll show some examples. So familiar ba kayo dun sa tinatawag na iteration? Iteration. Nag-ano na ba kayo? Advanced Mathematics? Meron ba kayo nun?
Wala po, sir.
Wala, yan. So meron tayong tinatawag na iteration. So iteration, repeated computation, repeated calculation. So basically, ang ginagawa dito ni Excel is nag-iterate yan. So papalitan niya to. So papalitan niya to up to the point na ma-reach yung certain value na ginugol natin. Okay? So dito kay Excel, if nakaano ba ako? Screen. Okay. Pumunta tayo dito sa File, More, Options, Formulas. Okay? So, meron dito na iterative calculation. So, yan. Maximum iterations, 100. No? So, hindi pa naman to, hindi pa natin siya i-on. Hindi naman siya need. Okay? Pero ayun, kung makakita nyo lang to, yun. Kaya meron tayong mga iterative calculations. Kasi for example, ito, maximum iterations. Magka-calculate si Excel paulit-ulit hanggang sa ang limit niya at this point is 100 times only. So after niya mag-iterate ng 100 times, possibly hindi pa niya nakukuha yung final answer na target natin, no? So yan. Makakakita tayo ng example dito sa mga sunod. Loan amount. Ayan. So ito, pakita ko lang sa inyo yung actual na ginawa. So this is the problem. Ito yung setup natin based dito sa no? So actually pwede natin itong i-modify. So let's say yung price talaga ng ng bahay is 300,000. Pero 1.6 naman yung monthly payment mo. So data, what if analysis, goal seek. So this will be our set cell and yung target natin dito is 1,000 lang. So gusto nating malaman ano ba yung magiging loan amount ko with 1,000 monthly payment only. Okay? So yun. So 186,282. Okay? So kung nakita nyo, di ba ang bilis, parang ang daming kung ano nangyari dito. So yun, nag-iterate siya. Next, so we can also use goal seek in calculating the solution of an equation. Okay? Yan. So example, this is a tama ba itong given ko? 3x. Sige. So, yan. If meron tayong ganitong problem, no? Let's say you have your equation. So, ang kaya lang, one equation. One equation, one unknown. Diba? We're dealing with a single variable only. Okay? So, ang una natin gagawin is you equate the equation to 0. And then, you have to set up the equation in Excel by having a cell for variable x and another cell for the calculated value. No? And then, do the trial and error to check possible answers and run the goal seek. So, ito yung equation natin. And then, let's say, ito yung x mo. Yan. So, equal to 12. Tapos, isa-set up natin yung equation. Okay. Pero, kailangan natin na ma-equate muna siya to 0. So, for this case, lalabas lang naman natin doon yung ipapasok natin yung 45. Tama ba yung equation na nakopy ko? Try na lang natin. So, this will be 12 times ito. Diba? Ito yung x natin. Plus 17 minus 245. So, if in-equate natin yan sa 0, dapat yung target natin dito ay 0. Diba? Gets niyo? Diba, ililipat natin yan sa kabila. So, magiging ang equation natin. Okay. 12x plus 17 minus 245 equals 0. So, kinalculate na natin tong left side ng equation. So, dapat, sinubstitute na natin yung assumed x natin. So, ang target natin dapat dito ay 0. Okay? So, base dito, yung answer niya is 19. Okay? So, yan. Dahil alam natin yung value, ayan. So, tama. naman, no? So, let's say hindi natin alam. So, we can use goal-seek to find kung ano yung magiging value ni X. Okay? So, what if analysis, goal-seek, and then set cell. So, ito yan. Ano ba yung value na maging ano niya? Ano yung dapat maging value niya? So, base sa equation, dapat 0 siya. Alin yung babaguhin? So, itong value ni X. Okay? So, okay. Yan. So, nakuha na natin yung sagot na 19. Okay ba? Naintindihan ba? Clear sa lahat? Okay? So, if we're dealing with polynomial, best if i-review din natin ano ba yung itsura na magiging graph niya. Siguro, you can check kung ano yung mga itsura kapag second degree, third degree, ano ba yung itsura ng graph niya. No? Kasi di ba may mga, yung nagsosolve tayo before ng mga problems, may mga graphical method. No? So pag ginraph natin yan, makikita natin kung saan tatama yung graph sa X. So, kung saan sa Cartesian plane tumama dun sa X-axis. So, solution siya. Diba? Natatandaan nyo ba yun? So, yun. Review na lang. But basically, maganda naman na kumbaga aware kayo doon para lang pag sa mga ganitong calculation, so, maalala nyo. Okay? So, eto naman, no? So, yan. Ito yung mga another example. So, kung makikita nyo, kagaya nito, meron yan dalawang sagot. So, try naman natin itong sunod. Assume value, 1 na lang muna, no? For the sake na may ma-input. So, 4. Ito yung equation. Palakayan natin. Yan. Equal to 4 times x raised to 2 minus 7 times x minus 200. Diba? Kasi we have to equate it to 0. Yan. So, yung value natin is negative 203. So, actually, pwede naman tayo mag-trial and error para, kumbaga, makita natin kung saan ba siya papunta. So, kapag inaas natin to, let's say 4, lumalapit siya towards K0. Kung 7 yan, nagiging 53. So, yung ang sagot naman ay 8, nag-0. Pag nag-9 yan, so positive. So, the answer is between, kunyari, hindi natin alam na 8. Kunyari, 7. Negative 53. Tapos nag-9 tayo, naging positive. So, the answer is between 7 to 9. No? So, at least closer na tayo. So, let's run it. Let's calculate using goal-seek. So, set. Again, yung value is 0 by changing the x. So, yan. Okay. So, for this case, hindi siya exact value, no? Kasi, yun, di naman, di ba? Hindi naman lahat ay exact yung magiging answer. Okay? So, pag tumigil lang din siya at check, we can input na dito yung 8. Then, try natin mag-goal-seek ulit. Goal-seek, set, value 0 by changing ito. Okay. Yan. Okay? So, nung binago natin yan at pinalitan natin yung 8, so sakto naman na 8 no? So dito ang nangyari, probably natapos na yung iteration at this point, no? So may konting iteration pa na dapat gawin para maging sakto siyang 8. Pero that's close to answer na. Okay? Okay, next. Ito naman, x squared. So x raised to 2 minus 3x, 3 times x minus 40. Okay? So, tansyahin natin, no? Kung saan papunta. So, 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 1, 5. So, lumiliit, no? Sa pagtaas. Okay? Try natin. Goal seek na natin. Set cell, value 0 by changing. Okay? So, for this case, hindi pa rin sakto yung answer. Okay? Kasi may ganyan naman nga. And then, you can try it. Ito, na 8. Just to confirm na if sakto bang yun or hindi. Goal seek. Ito. Okay. Yan. So, 8 talaga yung isang solution. Okay? So, for this case, dalawa yung solution niya. No? Yan. Isa yung 8 at saka isa yung 5. So, paano ba natin malalaman? So, eto kasi, diba, sabi ko sa inyo kanina, we can do trial and error to check kung if you can try numbers going to positive, tapos yung isa going to negative. Kasi, anong itsura ng graph na to? No? So, maganda nga na, kumbaga, familiar tayo dun sa magiging itsura ng graph para somehow malalaman natin kung ano yung magiging solution. Pero pwede naman tayong mag-trial and error. So, di ba, inassume natin kanina, 1, tapos 5. So, lumalapit siya sa 0. So, what if going negative naman ako? Negative 1. So, from 1 na 42, tapos negative 1, negative 36. So, papuntang 0 ulit siya. Okay? So, let's say negative 2. Yan. So, negative 30. So, papalapit sa 0. So, ang ganun, ang direction kasi ni goal seek is kung saan siya malapit. No? Let's say, may dalawa kang direction. Tapos, ang una mo ditong value is nasa positive. So, magka-calculate, mag-iterate yan towards positive value. No? Kung alin yung nearest sa kanya. So, ito naman, negative. So, ang pag nag-iterate yan, towards negative. No? So, try natin. Set cell to value 0 by changing ito. Okay? So, yan. Negative 5. So, this shows na yung solution of this equation is 8 and negative 5. Okay? Any question? Okay pa? Okay, next. 1. Try natin to. equals 3 times ito raised to 3 plus 5 times x raised to 2 minus 9 times x minus 9086. Okay? So let's have a trial and error. So if going negative yan, wait lang, negative 5, ano ba nangyari? 87, negative 1, lumalapit, negative 5, lumalayo ulit, negative 6, lumalayo ulit, no? So punta tayo ng positive. 1, 5, yan, lumalapit na. 10, 15. So yan, nag-positive na, no? Ito. So kapag ka 10, negative 56. Pagka 17, naging positive na. So the answer is between these two. Okay? So try natin mag-goal seek na kasi somewhat na natin, no? Nakuha na natin kung saan siya. So value 0 by changing ito. Okay? So ang gusto kong ipakita sa inyo dito is may mga instance kasi na hindi nga natatapos si iteration na malapit dun sa value, no? So let's say nag-start ka ng 1, no? So goal seek ito to value 0 by changing ito. Okay. Malapit na. Yan, hindi kasi yung sa reference ko, ganun yung naging naging issue. So, parang tumigil yung iteration niya sa point na hindi pa siya malapit sa 0, no? Let's say point something. Tapos yung value niya dito siguro mga 10 pa lang, ganyan. So, hangga't hindi niya nare-reach yung target cell, 'di ba yung target natin 0, 'di ba? Yun naman yung sineset natin. Hangga't hindi pa niya nare-reach yun, ibig sabihin hindi pa yun yung final answer. Pero negative 5 na. So almost near 0, edi ito na yan. Okay? So kung baguhin natin yan na 13, 'di ba? Kasi sa final answer. Kaya pag na-iterate yan, konti na lang. Kaya ganun. No? So, yan. So, yung answer dito is 14. Try ako na malayo, ha? Hindi ko kasi sure kung ano ang limit nitong 365. Powerful. Yan. So, ayun. Hindi ko sure kung unlimited ba to or ano yung limitation niya. So, ang gusto ko lang i-highlight again, if in case dun sa current version nyo ng Excel is magkaroon ng ganong limitation, let's say, tumigil siya dito. Yan. Tumigil yung pag-calculate ni GoalSeek na negative 3290 kahit na sinet nyo yung target value nyo to 0. Ibig sabihin, hindi pa siya tapos, no? I-run nyo ulit si GoalSeek, okay? Para lumapit kayo dun sa actual value. Okay? Clear ba yun? Okay. So last, one, So 2 times x raised to 4 minus 28 times x raised to 3, 96 times x raised to 2 minus 146 times x 748. So yan. So try nating hindi mag trial and error. Set 0 by changing ito. So yan. So we can, ito isa tong solution, 184. Ay, dapat in-okay para mag-reflect yung ano, no? So 184, let's say 1.7. Set, yeah. 0. Yan. Okay. So one value is 1.84, no? Yun yung isang solution. If mag-trial and error tayo, 4, 5, 10, 11, 16, 17. 17 kasi solution pa din. Okay. Tandaan nyo ba kung paano nag-graph before? So you can review para lang matansya nyo kung ano ba yung magiging solution. So from 15, tapos 16, so going 0 na yan. Goal seek. Okay. 0 by changing ito. Okay. So yeah. So isang solution is 7. Okay. So basically yun yung si goal seek. Ang example ko is mostly equations since yun yung walang mga conditions. So unlike dito sa loan payment kasi na need nyo ng background knowledge sa engineering eco para somehow maintindihan, no? Pero let's see sa practical. Okay. Pero ibigay ko polynomial equations. Okay? So you can review kung paano yung mga itsura ng graph if ganitong mga degree, no? Okay? Any question? Wala pa, no? So, sige. Though medyo malayo pa yung ano, yung ilang weeks pa yung sa MATLAB. Pero ngayon, iaano ko na kayo. Since yung school natin meron ng ano, meron na nga tayong institutional license, I just have to register. Ipo-post ko sa ano, sa stream sa classroom. MATLAB registration form. Ang kailangan natin dito is G Suite account. Tapos name as code. Tapos pinakadulo is yung purpose. Okay? So isa-send ko din yung purpose para pare-parehas tayo. So that's for course compliance. Wala ano. Sorry. Mag-extend lang ako saglit para lang dito. So I'll be posting this one. So this is the form. Yeah. So this is the form link. Tapos yung purpose sa dulo, no? And then accomplish nyo lang. After nyo kasi siya yan. Merong lalabas dito, you've already responded. You can download your licensed MATLAB products immediately. So, click nyo lang to. If I'm not mistaken, nung tinry ko to, nag-register muna ako. Kailangan kasi mare-register nyo muna yung account nyo, yung G Suite account. Tapos, mag-create kayo ng password nyo. Tapos, saka at mag-proceed dito. Okay? Tapos, kapag nakita nyo na to, MATLAB, tapos dito yung account nyo, makikita nyo na yan, yung my account. Yan. So, ibig sabihin nyo, yan, use academic. Okay? So, yan. Tapos, actually, pwedeng hindi na kayo mag-download nito kasi medyo mabigat to. No? Sa klase naman natin, kasi even nung nag-masteral ako tapos may ganitong subject, hindi rin ako nag-download I mean, kaya na siya ng MATLAB online. Okay? So, pag nakapunta kayo sa itsura na to, sa ganitong window, you can use MATLAB sa tabi ng magpuproceed na kayo niyan sa MATLAB online. So, open MATLAB online. Yan. So, ito na yung MATLAB interface. So, ito yung aaralin natin sa mga susunod na week. Okay? So, sa ngayon, hindi naman, if possible, makapag-register kayo, itry nyo na, no? Para kung magkaroon ng issue, raise nyo lang sa akin dun sa group chat, tapos gawa natin ang paraan. Okay? Clear ba yun? Okay. So, i-ready lang natin yung mga natin. So, even though siguro you can try yung registration even sa phone kasi browser lang naman yung need. Okay? Para yun lang. Para sure kung makakakuha ng license. Okay? Any question? Concern? All good tayo? Sige.
Sir, yun sa MATLAB po, if dinunload po siya, available po siya offline?
Available siya offline.
Sige po, sir.
Hindi ko lang, kasi parang yung nakita ko ilang gig din MATLAB. Kasi yung capability naman na need sa class, sapat na yung sa online. So, laging need nyo dyan yung mag-sign in. Basta lagi, make sure na G Suite account yung gamit. G.state. Wait lang. Tinry ko lang tong ko. Yan, medyo matagal lang siya mag-initiate. Ito nag-install Yan. So yun, halos ganun lang din naman itsura niya. Yun nga lang, mag-run siya kahit offline. Yun sa MATLAB na to. Okay? Okay. So again, para sa class natin, hindi ko siya nire-require kasi nga basta yung capability niya, enough na yung sa online para in consideration iba't ibang capacity or capacity ng tools natin. Okay? If wala nang question or concern, we can now end this meeting. See you again next week. So Friday, lecture ulit. Tapos Sunday, activity. Okay? So yun lang. Thank you so much.